Greetings, family. I hope all is well with you, all is well with me. I wanted to do a part 2 to this video regarding Twins Hangout Kenya when they were referring to the 1975 incident involving black and white children that were captured on camera. Okay? I was looking at the video and I had some comments. I want to share with you. Let's see how quickly I can get this. Class is in session. Timestamp 2:32. The young lady who was riding the bike with her friends stated that her mom said to be home before the street lights came on. At timestamp 10:26, the twins referenced that to a sundown town. Now, this was in Queens, New York. I remember being told in the summertime when we went out riding our bikes or playing with our cousins across the street to be home when it got dark. Not because we thought we were in danger, but we didn't even have a clock. We didn't have a watch. We didn't have cell phones. So we never knew what time it was until the lights came on. Lights coming on, you're running home. That's when it was late. You were going to eat, you were going to shower, you were going to go to bed. So I had a difference of opinion there. If there's anyone who was in the Bronx, in New York at that time, and you think differently, please feel free to let me know. At timestamp 4:22, they said that they couldn't find any white residents who said they'd been there around that time. Now, honestly, would you have been very comfortable if you were white saying, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember growing up in Rosedale and participating in the protest. So they couldn't find anyone, but they did find about 3 black adults who were children at the time. Let's get that straight. They still, I'm sure, were affected and still affected by the experiences that they had as children. Let's go to the next one. Timestamp 4:59. The young lady says, we were riding our bikes and they were running towards us, yelling the N-word. At first, they saw the flag. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Of thee I sing. Let me tell you something. Every Friday in public school, we had assembly and all the classes got together and went into the stadium, the auditorium. Forgive me, it's been a while. Went into the auditorium. We had to dress in a blue skirt or blue pants and a white top. And that was our uniform for the Friday. Every time else, we dressed like there were no uniforms in public school. We just dressed regular. But for assembly, it was blue and white. And we had to pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. One nation under God with liberty and justice for all. This is what we had to do. Those young kids saw that flag and thought, hey, this must be something fun. Let's go check it out. They got instead people running to them, yelling the N-word. Let's move on. Timestamp 5:21. What were they doing? Calling them names and throwing rocks at them. And they were probably wondering, what did we do? I didn't do anything to you. This was the amazing part to me. Timestamp 6:42. When the person who was filming and making this documentary asked the young lady, "Do you forgive her?" Oh, I don't have a comment for that. But what does she say? No. And my question as an adult would be, what am I forgiving her for? For me being white? Or for her, I'm sorry, you hear what I'm saying? For me being black or for her being white? What am I apologizing for? She threw the rock at me and I'm supposed to forgive. Okay, why don't you ask her, the one that threw the rock? Why do you think you need to check yourself? Do you think that you need to apologize for throwing that rock? Let's move on. Timestamp 7:43. Okay? It says here they were yelling equal rights for whites. What is it that's being taken from you by having these children riding the bike in the neighborhood? But this is the part that I found confusing, because the person who they interviewed said that I'm trying to get it right. Bear with me. You know what? Let's go to 7:43 for a minute, because I found that to be a little odd, but that wasn't 7:43. Hold on. What is at, let me see what's at 10, okay. Let's go to 10:54 first. 10:54, they said that they were surprised to see that those were children responding like that. Sorry, look closely. They were children and adults. They were adults protesting at that time because Black families started moving into the neighborhood. Children don't need to protest about people moving into the neighborhood. What do they know about that? It was Black adults, homeowners, complaining. But one of the things that the man said, I'm trying to find it, bear with me because my notes are all over the place here. I was trying to keep it numbered so I could find it. You see this here? This is it right here. But there was one part where he said, okay. Well, the man was saying something like, let me just try to find that. Bear with me, okay? This is going to be more than 3 minutes. I'm going to cut this into a short, because someone said that the children came to stand in support or something. Those children were riding their bikes. They rolled up into some trauma and drama. And when this young lady said she was reminded of the programs her parents made her watch, she didn't think that that related to her, because that was happening in the South. Hold on. She said, I ain't forgiving nobody, doggone it. They threw the rock at me. And don't you feel bad about it, little girl. Sorry. I'm just being real. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. It should be coming. I don't want to go too far. Hold on. This is what he said. Hold on. Let me pause this.